Xbox Live servers went down on July 2nd for 7 hours. And it wasn't just the Xbox Live servers, it was pretty much every single Xbox product that involved authentication servers. So even Minecraft didn't work, which is kind of ridiculous since you could play single player, like there's an offline option, but I guess it doesn't really exist anymore. That's ridiculous. Like back in the day before Microsoft bought Minecraft, you could just open the game and play it if you didn't have an internet connection. I think it's kind of ridiculous you have to have an internet connection to play the game, but you know, Microsoft's gonna do Microsoft things. Now it's unclear as to why it was down for so long. Xbox really hasn't said anything. And really, anything could have knocked the servers down. They could have been DDoS, a line of code could have been wrong. Some of the stories about servers going down like this are crazy. Like one thing and they're down for hours. But either way, this should be a pretty good example as to why always online is pretty terrible. Even if you almost always have an internet connection, always online is just not player friendly. Like what if the Wi-Fi's down that day? You can't play your games anymore. Or what if the internet in your area goes out for an extended period of time? You can't play your games anymore. There's like a lot of reasons why you wouldn't want always online games. Or maybe you just don't want to pay for Xbox Live. Whatever the reason is, having more options is usually a good thing. So in the case of being able to play your games offline, that should be something that you always want. There is no downside. Now, of course, always online games are always online. You know, like live service stuff like Helldivers. That kind of stuff makes sense. But there's no reason you shouldn't be able to load up Minecraft and play it. There's none at all. At least from your perspective, there's no reason. From Xbox's perspective, it's like anti-piracy or something. They want to authenticate your login every time you log into Minecraft, which is silly. The game has sold so many copies at this point. Does it really matter, Microsoft? Are you really getting that many new players that you have to check every time someone logs in? Really? It seems kind of ridiculous. And I'm pretty sure when the Xbox servers were down, you couldn't play like any Xbox games. The only reason Minecraft stuck out to me was because you also couldn't play on PC, which is ridiculous. I didn't opt into Xbox Live because it sucks. If I wanted to play Minecraft during that time, I should have been able to. I didn't want to, but I should have been able to. And if you owned a console game that was single player, you should have been able to play it. Always online authentication is just ridiculous. This also makes me wonder, when is jailbreaking an Xbox or PS5 gonna become normal? Because if issues start increasing, it's gonna become a thing again. You used to be able to do it. It was just really hard. But now there's a lot of things that used to be difficult that you can do easily now. If it gets annoying enough, people are going to start jailbreaking these things. And that's going to be interesting. This also makes the future for cloud gaming look pretty bleak. Because what's the point in cloud gaming if the Microsoft servers go down all the time? You can't play your game. And not to mention, most people can't even play cloud gaming. Like, it's very unfeasible for most people's internet connections. It requires a crazy amount of bandwidth. And on top of that, a lot of people also have data caps still, which is also ridiculous. There should be no data cap with any internet provider in any developed country because that does not cost them a lot of money at all. And so many things are streamed now, and so many things are downloaded now, there just shouldn't be a data cap. Especially since the data cap is so low. The numbers I've seen are like 1 terabyte and 2 terabytes, which is like installing COD like 3 times or something. It's not a lot. And if you have more than one person in your house, like most people do, you're gonna be hitting that cap a lot. It's literally just a way for these companies to get more money. That's it. But personally, cloud gaming does not interest me at all. It seems a little silly for me to do. Like, yeah, you don't need the hardware to do it. Like, you can stream from a more powerful computer to a less powerful computer, which is kind of convenient sometimes, but it just seems kind of stupid to be constantly downloading the game instead of just getting the game on a disc on your computer or something. Like, I understand it in these circumstances, but there has to be a point where, like, it makes sense to do cloud gaming over console or PC, and it just doesn't exist yet, especially not with Microsoft going down for 7 hours. And Xbox Live going down could just become a common trend. There's no way to know. Like, a long time ago, there was this thing called the Lizard Squad, which was just a bunch of people who were nerds who like hacking Xbox and PSN. That's it. But they would DDoS the Xbox Live servers and PSN servers a lot. And it got to a point where they got arrested because they caused so many issues. And that kind of thing could just happen again. There's nothing really stopping that besides Microsoft, and I wouldn't trust them to keep that from happening. They've also offered no compensation for the service going down for 7 hours, which I think they should definitely do. It's not like Xbox Live is free. Like, you have to pay for it. And if you had Game Pass on top of that, you couldn't play anything either. They definitely should be giving some kind of refund. That is a long time to not have a service that you paid for and they said it would be on during those hours. That's a long time. But thank you for watching. I'd appreciate if you could follow me on TikTok. I'm trying to hit 10K followers so I can see how much money I can get from them. So I'd appreciate following over there. But if not, it's all good. And if you enjoyed, please click the end now. Like and subscribe for new, and follow me on Twitter at spatnz1, and have a good one.